One man is recovering from his injuries tonight, and another is behind bars.
Okay, I'll send your message.
You know, modern technology has really made the life of a cell phone user so much easier these days.
She's got the right idea. That's a good attitude to have about it. As of today, no one from MCS Yuma was available to comment on camera about this sonic boom.
Today, that's me.
The woman who sheriff's investigators say is responsible for the death of a man from out of state is out of jail tonight.
The pills like these stay out of your water and out of the wrong hands.
Those numbers are provisional, but they are also showing a very clear lead in the race for those 3 seats. Your typical Thanksgiving meal takes about a few hours to prepare, but the people at Crossroads Missions will be serving more than 4,000 people. And it looks like Kelly's kind of showing me up with this costume out here. The holidays are full of joy, but if your cup is full of booze, officers say they will find you.
We all loved her so much. And that's gonna be the hardest part, is to wake up every day knowing that, we're not gonna get to see our friend anymore.
For the friends and family of Jennifer Silva, it was a day of mixed emotions. Last month, Yuma police officers found the 28-year-old with a very serious gunshot wound. She later died at Yuma Regional Medical Center. The investigation has been ongoing, but Silva's mother says she wants answers now.
We're trying to have a voice here about my daughter's murder. I mean, it has been over a month and I can't bring her home because we have no police report, we have no autopsy.
YPD officials say they questioned and released all people of interest in this case, but Jennifer's mom says one person they questioned should be behind bars.
The shooter is a convicted felon who has no rights to bear arms, and she was not arrested that night.
Concerned friends say Jennifer was caught in a domestic violence situation gone worse.
We want to make sure that we can get any information that we can to prove that, that domestic violence was an issue, but our friend was the victim.
So they took to the streets, wearing her favorite color. Friday's rally, they say, is one of many events they plan to bring awareness to domestic violence and to bring Jennifer's killer to justice.
She was murdered by her girlfriend. There's no justice. Right now she's walking the streets and there's nothing that they're doing right now.
She was a really good friend, more than just a co-worker. I know that she's looking down on us, and she knows that we're trying to get justice for her.
At least now things are calm, but an F-18 flying too low and too fast shook the foothills area to the core.
It's a pretty typical sight for people in the Yuma area. From crop dusters to military planes, our skies are buzzing constantly with activity. But Wednesday morning, people in the foothills area had quite the rude awakening.
I thought for sure the house next door had blown up. And then we started looking out the window to see if we could see any smoke or anything.
Connie Slobodan says she and her husband were shocked. Officials from Marine Corps Air Station Yuma say the loud sound people heard after 8 a.m. was a sonic boom. They say it was an F-18 from Marine Fighter Training Squadron 101, based out of Marine Corps Air Station Miramar in the San Diego area.
It doesn't bother me because I mean, that's just the price of freedom. Of course, the dog, it goes nuts because she's afraid of any kind of booms. It's probably a lot less than the golf balls that hit my roof.
And she's got the right idea. That's a good attitude to have about it. As of today, no one from MCS Yuma was available to comment on camera about this sonic boom, so we don't know if you're able to expect another one. That's the latest. We're live from Yuma. I'm Nico Santos, News 11.
Someone should be looking where they're going, not looking at a screen.
I have never sent a text message driving.
I have difficulty sending a text message when I'm sitting in my chair.
Modern technology may still baffle some, but when you take it behind the wheel, it's no laughing matter.
The 3 seconds that I looked away, felt like less than a second, and that's all it took.
A CDC study shows in the U.S., almost a third of drivers 18 to 64 admitted they read or send text messages while driving. Randy Chavez admits he's done it multiple times.
Was it worth it?
Oh, definitely not. That could have waited.
In 2010, he got a wake-up call.
I was going straight and she pulled out thinking that I was going to turn. The next thing I knew, my airbag went off and I heard the crash.
To prevent this, Toyota has an online game called Heads Up.
Identify your friend by hitting the corresponding key.
It shows the dangers of driving and multitasking, so we put News 11's Madeline Hunt in the driver's seat.
Does it come in pink?
It didn't go so well for her. Virtual simulations catch some flack for not being realistic. So we got behind the wheel with the Yuma Police Department.
The perception evasive course is designed for you're driving down a road going to a hot call, and all of a sudden a child runs out, or there's a parked car or something that comes out or sitting there. You have to be able to evade that obstacle.
A daunting task. Now add a phone to the mix.
Well, now with the texting, and now your focus goes from the steering wheel and the road, both hands. Now one hand has to be on the phone. Where's your eyes go?
The objective? Drive 50 miles per hour and choose a lane based on a visual cue while sending a text message to an officer standing by. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was a bad one. Oh, not even the right lane. More than a dozen times with no success. My heart is racing right now. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. I failed miserably. It's way worse than I expected it. But we somehow found some time for love. Those cones represent a curb, another car, a child, and you may not even see it.
With an airbag being deployed, I was like, oh my gosh, what did I hit? I got really scared.
Once you see that obstacle and you relate, okay, am I texting? I got an obstacle, now I got to make a maneuver. 9 out of 10 times, it's too late.
It was too late for Chavez.
You know, I think I was typing something like about, we'll talk about it later, or something to that effect. My car got smashed all the way in.
Luckily, it's not too late to have a change of heart.
What happened to me could happen to somebody else that I care about. As serious as it is, the text message can wait.